saying things people already know out loud is tight.
Avada Kedavra.
You park in front of your house, I park in front of my house.
This is...
Hey, if you don't stop, I will contact the usher.
What's up, everyone? It's Adam from FWCI, and we're going to have a look at Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince pitch meeting from Ryan George. This is one I am very excited for. I've been holding off on doing this. I wanted to make sure everything was just perfect when I finally do get around to doing it. And this is my favorite movie in the entire Harry Potter franchise. And if you haven't seen any of my reactions, I watched the entire franchise on the channel and I had a hell of a lot of fun being the Slytherin-y reactor that I am. And this movie's not just my favorite because, spoilers ahead, Professor Snape vanquishes Dumbledore because he was crooked, and he keeps putting the kids in danger, because putting kids in danger is tight, according to Dumbledore. But I also enjoyed the humor. I thought Harry was very funny in this one, and I really liked the mystery of the book with all the notes in it that was helping Harry get through all of his lessons the way, and the reveal that it was Snape at the end. You guys know that I love Professor Snape, so I was all about that. So let's see what Ryan George has to say about this movie. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, and go back and check out all my other reactions to all the stuff that I'm doing. I have been pumping out videos for the last like 2.5 years, and I'm loving it. It's great. Let's do this one.
So, you have a new Harry Potter movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. And so the Death Eaters are getting real bold, right? Like, they straight up destroy the Millennium Bridge in London. Oh man, bad guys hate when bridges are standing. Yeah, they do. Doesn't Harry Potter technically take place in the 90s, though? It does, yeah. Wasn't that bridge built in the year 2000? There's no way for me to check that, sir. Oh, okay, but there is, though. Actually, no. So we're gonna...
Well, interesting point, Ryan George. Well done.
meet up with Harry Potter, and he's straight up reading a magical newspaper in front of muggles in a coffee shop. Oh, this guy never learns not to do magical stuff in front of muggles. He certainly doesn't, sir. So he has this flirty thing going on with this girl, but then Dumbledore pops up like, hey, no, Harry, it's time for my annual child endangerment plan. Oh, that's cute. That's his favorite thing, putting kids in mortal danger.
It is.
So Dumbledore needs some crucial information from this Professor Slughorn guy that was Voldemort's teacher back in the day. Okay. But Slughorn is ashamed, and so he's hiding the truth. But Dumbledore needs this information. You know, the fate of the world is at stake. Wow, so I guess he can use some of that truth serum stuff on him, huh? If the world is in danger. Yeah, I guess so, but instead he's gonna hire this guy as a teacher for an entire school year and send the teenager with PTSD on a multiple month-long spy mission. Yeah, I mean, that plan works too. That's just as good. Plus, Voldemort usually attacks.
Dumbledore has a long history of making terrible decisions with the Defender of the Dark Arts position. That's what the position he puts him in, right? Snape gets it in the last movie, I'm pretty sure.
Acts at the end of the school year, so there's plenty of time here. That's a good point, sure. And so also Draco Malfoy has been tasked with killing Dumbledore, and Professor Snape takes an unbreakable vow to protect him. Wow, an unbreakable vow, huh? Can that be broken? No. Okay, got it. That makes sense. So eventually the school year starts, and Harry gets this used textbook that says it belongs.
Does Snape break that vow? I'm trying to remember.
Belonged to the Half-Blood Prince. Right. And this thing has handwritten instructions in it that are better than the actual book instructions, and so Harry makes the perfect liquid death potion. Feels kind of dangerous to have a bunch of teenagers try to make liquid death potion. Yeah, but this is Hogwarts, so they don't really teach kids anything unless it could lead to them dying a horrible death.
Yes, it is dangerous to get kids making liquid death. What do you think about that reaction, Adam?
One drop would kill us all.
Why are you having them make this shit?
Fair enough. So because Harry made the best liquid death potion, Professor Slughorn gives him a vial of liquid luck. What's that? Well, it's this frickin' potion that gives you incredible luck, but it's pretty hard to make, so it's pretty rare. Couldn't you take some and then while you have incredible luck, try to make some more? Hey, shut up. And so Harry has this bottle he can use any time. Wow, so I guess he uses it to get the information he needs from Slughorn, huh? Yeah, he'll eventually get around to doing that towards the end of the school year, but right now we gotta focus on the meat of the movie. Oh, that's right. In the book, there's the whole mystery about who the Half-Blood Prince is and Harry learning a bunch of stuff about Voldemort's past. Yeah, I mean, that'll be in here a tiny bit, but that's not what I'm talking about. What are you talking about then? Teenage romance. Oh, right, okay.
Right. Okay. the movies do kind of blend together a little bit. Is this the one where they all... Yeah, this is the one where they all start hooking up with each other because Ron thinks he has the liquid luck. Okay, I'm with it.
Lord and the potential end of the world, though. Yeah, that kind of stuff is mostly going on in the background, but did you know that Ginny Weasley is dating Dean Thomas? No, I guess I didn't know that. And Ron starts dating Lavender Brown, who's completely changed since her first years at Hogwarts. Oh, like she grew up? No, she's white now. She didn't used to be. Oh my god.
Happens a bit at Hogwarts, from what I understand.
What's going on with Voldemort, though? And eventually, Ginny and Dean Thomas break up, so now Harry's got a shot with her. All right, I mean, okay, do they at least have good chemistry? Not even a little. It's gonna be super hard to watch. Dang. So she's gonna feed him a little cookie and tie his shoes for him. And you'll never guess who Hermione invites to Slughorn's Christmas party. I don't particularly care. Cormac McLaggen. Sure, okay, all right. The world's in danger, though, right? Should we maybe spend a bit of time on that? And Slughorn taught his students...
The world's been in danger for a while, I feel, although they only just sort of announced at the end of the last one that, yeah, okay, good point, I get it.
How to make a love potion, and Ron accidentally takes some that was meant for Harry. Love potion, right, that thing that JK included in the book with horrible moral implications. And while he's in the hospital wing, he asks for Hermione instead of Lavender, so him and
I wanna know about that?
Okay, can there be some kind of action scene maybe, please? Okay, fine, sir, tell you what, I'll have some Death Eaters set the Weasley house on fire. Does that happen in the book? No. Isn't that something they could pretty easily put out with magic? Probably, yeah, but we'll just have them watch it happen and look all sad. Alright, I mean, it's not a love scene, so that does feel like a breath of fresh air to me. Oh, and also throughout the movie, we're gonna sprinkle in little scenes of Draco Malfoy walking around Hogwarts all sketchy and going into the room of requirement.
He is sketchy.
Harry's gonna confront him at a certain point and use this Sectum Sempra spell he read about in his book, but it turns out to be deadly. Oh. Yeah, but luckily Snape saves Draco's life at the last second. Wow, so Harry must get in a ton of trouble. Not particularly, no. I feel like he's gotten into a bunch of trouble for much less than almost killing a student. Yeah, but no, this is all good. This is okay, though. Well, okay then. So then finally, Harry's gotta get this information from Slughorn, because
Yeah, under the Dumbledore regime, if somebody tries to kill Draco, it's fine.
This is okay, though. Well, okay then. So then finally, Harry's gotta get this information from Slughorn, because the end of the year is approaching fast. Man, well, it's gonna be hard to get that secret out of Slughorn. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, he uses the liquid luck. Oh, right, it's true. That thing he had the entire time that he could have used at any point. That's right. And so he finds out that Slughorn had told Voldemort about how to make Horcruxes and split his soul into multiple pieces and shove them into objects. Oh, wow. Wow. And so Dumbledore's like, right, okay, well, we already got 2 of the objects, and I think I know where the 3rd is. Wait, so he already knew about the Horcruxes? I guess so, sir. But then to get this next Horcrux, Harry's got to force Dumbledore to drink some cursed water. Oh, forcing old people to drink is tight. Okay, and so they head back to Hogwarts, and Draco has managed to get some Death Eaters into the school. Why does he need the Death Eaters there? Because he needs to kill Dumbledore. So they help with that? No, he just kind of confronts him on his own. Oh, okay. But then Snape pops out and kills Dumbledore instead of Draco. Oh no. So Harry's so upset, he chases Snape and the Death Eaters and tries to kill Snape with Sectum Sempra. Jeez. And then Snape knocks Harry...
Still makes me feel very good inside that Snape got that kill blow. I was loving Snape, hating Dumbledore, could not have asked for a better outcome to Dumbledore's life.
Down and he's like, hey, guess what? I'm the Half-Blood Prince. Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess if I had spent more time on that mystery, that would have been a bigger reveal, huh? Maybe. And Bellatrix...
I like the mystery. Although, maybe I've just blocked out all the teenage romance storylines.
Wants to kill Harry, but Snape is like, no, he's for the Dark Lord. And she's like, oh yeah, you're right, okay. So they kidnap him and bring him to Voldemort? No, they just kind of leave him there. Oh, interesting strategy. And so yeah, then everybody's pretty sad, and that's about it. What do you think? Well, I mean, honestly, it sounds like we're spending...
When we know what we know about Snape... Interesting strategy indeed.
Way too much time on teenage romance in this one. Yeah, well see, the thing is, everybody's talking about those Twilight books, so I figure we could get in on that action a bit. Oh, that's a good point. I like the way you might. Thank you. Man, I can't believe we only have 1 of these books left to adapt after this. I know, sir. 1 more movie and that's it. No more money. No more money, that's it. Unless...
Yes. Deathly Hallows 2 is probably the best one in the series, just because it's the blow-off, everything led to that, and it was very well executed. But for me personally, it's all about the Half-Blood Prince. That was definitely my favorite. Something I've been planning to do for a while. And I want to wait because there's a couple of reactors that are watching the Harry Potter series currently, and I'm waiting for them to get up to this particular movie because I'd love to include them in this. I'm going to do a, like, reaction to, like, all these different reactors watching Dumbledore's death and give it the Slytherin treatment. I'll wear the robe and the beanie and the shirt and everything like that, and I will just go in on anybody who was sad at the death of Dumbledore. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to, but just a heads up, that's in the future somewhere, and I'm really looking forward to doing it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Ryan George killed it as always. Yeah, there's a few pretty solid plot holes in this movie, but hey, shit happens. I really enjoyed the mystery reveal of who the Half-Blood Prince was. I thought that was built up enough. Maybe if it had even more mystery behind it, it would have been a bigger moment as well. So I can kind of get what he's saying, but for me, it delivered everything I wanted and more. Alright, I finally caved and just created a whole second account, and I'm going to do the Hogwarts quiz again. This is to satisfy the handful of people that said I should retake it down in the comments to prove my Slytherinness. So I'm going to put it all on the line. Let's see what happens with this. I'm confident that I'm going to be Slytherin again. As you can see, we've got my portrait there, which looks like a stoner, to be honest. Looks like he's holding a bong. His eyes are a little bit and the cat is definitely on something. Look at those green eyes. That's amazing. I think in my reaction to one of the movies, I say, give me Mrs. Norris, but with green eyes. Okay, river or forest? I guess forest. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you? What was that? Cat, toad, definitely cat. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you take with you? Ginger cat, a white cat, a Siamese cat, a tabby cat, or a black cat? Oh, why is this such a difficult thing to decide? You know what? I'm going to go with a Siamese cat. After you have died, what would you most like people to do when they hear your name? Ask for more stories about your adventures? So far, so good. Miss you but smile. Think with admiration of your achievements. I don't care what people think of me after I'm dead. It's what they think of me when I'm alive that counts. That last one's pretty accurate, but I'm going to go for ask more stories about your adventures. Which nightmare would frighten you the most? Standing on top of something very high and realizing suddenly there are no hand or footholds nor any barrier to stop you falling? Being forced to speak in such a silly voice that hardly anyone you understand can understand you and everyone laughs at you? That sounds like a lot of fun, to be honest. Definitely not that one. Waking up to find that neither your friends nor your family have any idea who you are? An eye at the keyhole of a dark windowless room in which you are locked. Ooh, that end one sounds pretty freaky. Not heights, definitely not the funny voice. I would probably go with this one here. The keyhole, dark windowless room of which you are locked. You enter an enchanted garden. What would you be most curious to examine first? The fat red toadstool that appears to be talking to each other. Okay. The bubbling pool in the depths of which something luminous is swirling? No thanks. The silver-leaved tree bearing golden apples? Maybe. The statue of an old wizard with a strangely twinkling eye. That last one would probably give me the jeebies. Let's have a chat with the mushrooms. Which of the following would you most like to study? Merpeople? Alright. Oh, merpeople. Rightio. Like mermaids, mermen, those kind of things. Centaurs, werewolves, vampires, goblins, trolls, or ghosts. Let's go with... yeah, I guess merpeople. They seem the least threatening out of all of these. The centaurs are pretty non-threatening. Werewolves, that's our old mate Lupin. Vampires, did we even get vampires in that one there? Which would I most like to study? Honestly, I'd like to study ghosts more than anything else. As a kid, that's what I was way more interested in. Which of the following do you find the most difficult to deal with? Loneliness, boredom, hunger, being ignored, cold. Being ignored, I think, is the thing that I find most difficult to deal with. White or black? I like the black background with the white dragon. Alright. Alright, sorting hat. What do you got for me? Am I double Slytherin? Slytherin. What?